the 3 p.m. HQ fam. I love that you're still sending me those unicorns. I love the 3 o'clock crew because I feel like you're the naughtiest. You're the ones playing at work. You're the ones hiding your phone from your boss. You're risking your precious daytime battery life, all in the name of trivia. And for that, I salute you. I'm Sian Welby. I'm going to be your scapegoat for the next 10 minutes. So if you need to blame someone for being accidentally distracted and not sending that important email, just say you were on a conference call with me and we were talking business and it went well. Come on then, let's get cracking. You know how it works. All you have to do is answer all 12 multiple choice questions correctly and you will win or split a glorious £1,000. Oh yes, the game might start easy, but we all know somebody who's been caught out on Q1. Don't let that be you. Have those extra lives at the ready, just in case you have a bit of a brain fail this Tuesday. And remember, keep the sound on, because not only do I have the best bants, but also I'm going to be dishing out some shout-outs very soon. So hold on to your hats and your wigs. Let's start the quiz. On to Q1. Which of these is a social networking website designed for professionals? Limp Bizkit, Logged Out, LinkedIn. Which one of these may you be using to help you get a job? I'm going to be judgy here, right? Because if you went for Limp Bizkit, then you're already rolling out. I'm afraid if you want a job, you don't log out, you get LinkedIn. Obviously, but who went for it? Yes, thankfully the majority of you did, 58,000 of you, 430 of you. I don't know why you're contacting Limp Bizkit, but I don't know if it's going to work, I'm afraid. Yeah, making your CV stand out, it is tough. LinkedIn is there for that exact reason. But if you nail 11 more questions, you can slap HQ winner on there, and that is guaranteed to get you noticed. On to Q2. Which of the following is located between South America and Africa? Southern Rail, South Park, South Atlantic Ocean. Do you know your geography? Do you even need to for this question? Read it very carefully. Now, of course, it would explain all the delays, but Southern Rail, they can't use this excuse for their shoddy service. No, I'm afraid the answer is South Atlantic Ocean. Of course it was, but did you know it? Yes, 55,000 of you did. Yeah, the Atlantic Ocean formed during the Jurassic period. Yet brutally, it was left out of Jurassic Park. Shame, I think. Now, remember guys, it's exciting. We've got another themed quiz coming up. And this week, it is a music quiz for all you fans and buffs of all things musical. It's this Thursday evening at the usual time of 9 p.m. So make sure you pop by or rock up for some good old-fashioned fun. Thank you for that, here all week. Now, if I were you, I'd make sure also I tuned in tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. All I'm going to say is something special might happen. Not going to say any more, but it's worth tuning in tomorrow. Okay, let's do some shout-outs to Jennifer and Team Daily Star. Come on! Donnie, playing for the first time. Good luck to you, sir. Shout-out to Mitch at the elections office. He plays every day at 3 o'clock. You've got my vote. Matt, Liam, Scott and Kate from Liverpool. Sean Proctor wants a shout-out from one Sean to another. Sean, you know the struggle of having our name, don't you? And Ian, who's trying not to get fired for playing this afternoon. Come on, let's get on to Q3. Which of the following is one of the 12 animals of the Chinese Zodiac? Rooster, raccoon, rhinoceros. Which of these is one of the 12 animals of the Chinese Zodiac? You into star signs? I mean, when I think of the symbols, I love a naked horseman with a bow and arrow as much as the next person. But the Chinese Zodiac signs are all a little bit cuter. But which animal belongs on the calendar? Did you go for rooster? Because if you did, it was the right answer. How many of you went for that one? 50,000 of you did. Very, very well played. Yeah, nature's alarm clock. Basically, a Chinese sign comes from your birth year, and this year is the year of the doggo. So send me some dog emojis if this is your year, 2018. Love it. Okay, Q4. Which letter does not feature in any of the US state names? Q, Y, Z. Which letter does not feature in any of the US state names? Quickly rack your brains, go through a few, eliminate the ones. Yeah, all three of these letters, the bane of Scrabble players everywhere. But which one won't you find in the States? It's James Bond's former gadget man. The answer is Q. How many of you getting that one right this time? Oh, it's our first Savage, losing 20,000 of you there on Z. 7,000 of you on Y. Get those extra lives used. I can see you using them now. Well played. Yeah, the answer is Q. So the letter Y actually comes up 5 times. The letter Z only makes 1 appearance, so I can see why you might have gone for it, but it does appear in Arizona. So, as I said, use those extra lives, stay in the game. Come on, I'm rooting for you. We're on to Q5. Which national park features in Arthur Conan Doyle's The Hound of the Baskervilles? New Forest, Dartmoor, Peak District. 3 lovely national parks. Which one is going to get you a little step further today? Well, weirdly, it's been called the New Forest since the 11th century, but Sherlock was solving a different mystery as he headed southwest to Dartmoor. Did you go for that one? 16,000 of you did. Very, very good. Couple of you there using your extra lives. Use them if you can. Yeah, Dartmoor actually had more than enough myths to start with. There was evil sprites living under bridges, creepy stones, haunted wells. But then Doyle gave it an extra one in 1901. What was he playing at, eh? Okay, on to Q6. What does the acronym MAC stand for in MAC Cosmetics? Makeup Art Cosmetics, Most Alluring Choice, Mask and Contour. So what does MAC stand for in MAC Cosmetics? I've used them for years. Guys, maybe you've got a disadvantage to the girls here. Come on, ladies. It's actually not named after the bloke who founded it. He was called Frank, not Mac. So what does it actually stand for? The answer is Makeup Art Cosmetics. Did you call it? Yes, 10,000 of you did. Very, very good. A little bit brutal losing 5,000 of you there on Mask and Contour. Yeah, it was Frank Toscan. He founded the company in the 80s and he's been providing us with foundation ever since. What a hero. I mean, I'm like a gremlin under here. Legend. On to Q7. Which pop star played Whitney Houston's manager in The Bodyguard? John Bon Jovi, Phil Collins, Gary Kemp. 3 utter legends. The movie is iconic. It's one of my favourites. Have you watched it recently? Any of those names popping up in your mind? Well, he managed to land a role in Hook, a little cameo, but Phil Collins didn't manage Whitney in The Bodyguard. No, this guy's performance was gold. Gold! Gary Kemp is the answer. Did you go for him? Oh, yes, very well played. For nearly 5,000 of you there getting that one right. Little bit brutal because we're losing 5,000 of you on the other options there. Yeah, it's actually not the first time Gary Kemp had graced the silver screen. Gary and his brother Martin Kemp, they played The Craze back in 1990. So there we go. Use those extra lives if you can. Come on, we're getting closer now. We're on to Q8. Good luck. The name Goliath precedes which kind of the following, making it the largest of its kind? Seal, frog, crocodile. 3 slippery characters here. Who's going to help you slip further on into the quiz? Well, I can tell you now, elephant seals are actually as big as they come. So who maxes out at Goliath levels? Well, it's Kermit on steroids. It's actually a type of frog. Did you go for that one? Oh, very good. 3,500 of you getting that right. A few thousand getting it wrong there. Use those extra lives if you can. I can see over 200 of you had a few extra lives. Very well played. Yeah, the Goliath frog is over 1 metre long. It weighs over 3 kilos. So I'm just thinking, get kissing, girls, because there must be a whopper of a prince in there. On to Q9. Come on. Which of these pairs of countries redrew part of their national borders in early 2018? Latvia and Russia, India and Bangladesh, Netherlands and Belgium. Yeah, they redrew part of their national borders earlier on this year. Made a bit of a news story, actually, so you might remember it. They've actually all had their spats in the past, but who agreed to shift their fence over just a little bit? They're going to lose some waffles, but they did gain a windmill. The answer was the Netherlands and Belgium. But who was up to speed on that story? Oh, savage! Yeah, another savage question for you there. 619 of you getting that one right, losing almost 3,000 of you there. Use those extra lives if you've got them. Basically, there was 27 acres of land, and it actually become a bit of a criminal hotspot because the Belgians owned it, but they couldn't reach it without a boat to police it. So it was a bit of a nightmare, but it's all sorted. Water under the bridge. Don't know if there is a bridge. We'll move on to Q10. Come on! Which of these British actors has won Grammy Awards for narrating Harry Potter books? Jim Dale, Christian Bale, Jimmy Nail. They all rhyme. There is no reason for that at all, other than the fact it sounds nice to say. So which one did he go for? Well, if you thought his Batman sounded a bit rough, just imagine Christian Bale's Hermione. Just wouldn't work, would it? Now, casting spells on our eardrums. The answer is Jim Dale. That's the chap you were looking for. Did you go for it? Oh, yeah, the majority did there. Very well. He was actually a former Carry On star. He received 5 nominations for the Harry Potter audiobooks, and he takeus homeus 2 of them. Okay, on to Q11. The Russell Group of Universities takes its name from which of the following? Alfred Russel Wallace, the Russell Hotel, Bertrand Russell. I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of comments about Russell from this day forth. I know what you like. Yeah, okay, so they all have the name for it. But where did the group rustle its Russell from? Well, if you went for a place rather than a face, you just aced this one. The answer was the Russell Hotel. Did you know it? Oh, brutal. Losing quite a few of you there. 156 of you getting it right. 33 of you using those extra lives. Shout out to anyone playing today called Russell. Let's give them some love. And then let's hustle into the final round. Come on, this is it. We're getting there. Well done if you use those extra lives. That's with 4 for staying in. You've come so far. You can't throw it away at the last hurdle. I am wishing you all the luck. We're going to crack on now to Q12. Go for it. Which of these popular coffee chains was opened in London by a US businessman in the 90s? Cafe Nero, Costa Coffee, Coffee Republic. So opened in London, but by an American businessman. Well, I can tell you now, all 3 of them would get your name wrong. But who made their name in the big smoke? Coffee Republic began in London, but actually both of its founders were born in Iran. No. Started by an American businessman called Jerry Ford in 1997. It's the British chain with the Italian name. It's Cafe Nero for the win. Did you call it? Yes, 51 of you did. Very well played. Well done. Lots of winners. 51 winners winning £19 and 61 pence. Jimmy, to Max, Reese, Neve. Well done, Rosie and Sean, Mama, Jordan K, Usil, Joel, Ocean's Wild. Well done to Papa G. That is a very scary profile picture. Han, well done. Jordan Wildish. Sterling, Joe Lambert, well done to you. Marvo, Jojo. 51 winners, scooping up a cool 20 squid. Very, very good. That's what you should do on a Tuesday afternoon. That's what it does. And that is it. I hope you screenshotted your victory because today is going to go down in history. I think you're going to be remembered as one of the great